Alright guys, Fula coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video and also feel free to subscribe to the video. First and foremost, I hope y'all are doing well under these circumstances, because these circumstances are crazy that we got going on right now, and I can do a million videos about the shit that I've came across, and it's a lot of it, it's a lot of it. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of the shit's by design, but also it's just kind of messed up that they let this shit go. They let this shit like fly. But anyhow, man, I'm gonna talk some boxing. Shout outs to Main Man, who brought this to the forefront, and I just want to give my thoughts on the whole situation. But anyhow, it appears that one fighter I've been following, and I've been following him based off the strength. He's a fellow African, but also that he hits like a mule, basically. But it appears that, he's made a couple of career change. He's made some different directions in his career. And he, I don't really know exactly what happened behind the scenes of the whole situation, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like the trainer, Ronnie Shields, I respect him as a trainer, and he does train world-class fighters, but it looks like, he was kind of looking at things that he was looking at it in a business standpoint, and he was also looking at it from a personal standpoint, and not from the fighter standpoint. So it appears that Efe Ajagba has, parted ways with Ronnie Shields, and he's also parted ways, I guess you can say, with the PBC as well. It looks like that he got a new trainer, the dude who trains Jared Hurd. I think his name is Karoma, something Karoma, and I guess he's a very fundamentally sound trainer. And so it looks like he's going to be the new trainer of Efe Ajagba, and also he signed a promotional deal with Top Rank, and he also has James Prince as an advisor. Now, I think this is what really set Ronnie Shields off to do what he did, because what happened is, Efe Ajagba didn't part ways with Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields parted ways with him. That's what happened. So with that being said, it had to do with the fact that maybe there was a conflict of interest, because what happened is that Efe Ajagba, I guess Shelly Finkel was managing Efe Ajagba, and I guess that didn't go down well with Ronnie Shields, because I guess they have a working relationship in which, Shelly Finkel will give Ronnie Shields like new fighters, because Ronnie Shields does have a stable of fighters, don't get it twisted. He has a stable, and so I guess based on his relationship with Shelly Finkel may be like, hey, I got this guy for you, you know what I mean? Go ahead and train him up and things like that. And so I think that's what happened. And with that happening, I don't think he took too kindly to him making that move to have James Prince advise him. And so that one thing led to another, and it basically led, from what I heard, Efe Ajagba was trying to explain himself, and Ronnie Shields just didn't even let him explain himself. He hung up the phone on him. And me personally, I really don't I don't really like when a fighter signs with a promoter, on a personal level, because a promoter can't guarantee you nothing. A promoter's job really is just to collect what it all boils down to is a promoter is going to collect, okay? And so I don't like when fighters sign to a promoter, but at the same time, if your trainer is looking at you as like a bag of money and is not looking at you in a relationship that goes deeper than training, then I can see why you would make the move you make, because of the simple fact that that's not cool. That's not cool to really do that. You know what I mean? And this comes from me coaching kids. I coach kids. I haven't coached kids in a couple of months now due to the whole pandemic, But the way I look at it is that, when you're coaching, you have to have a relationship with the athlete in a way that athlete is in essence going to basically become a member of your extended family. You know what I mean? And that's just how it has to go. As a coach, you may do things that it may make the athlete do things that they don't like to do, but that by them doing it, it's going to make them better. Even me in my with rigorous with my boxing training and my track and field training, there's certain things that my coach does that I hate. For example, like one of the workouts we have that I hate, and I hate this workout, but I know that the workout is needed, is like a 600 breakdown, where you run 600 meters, you run 500 meters, you run 400 meters, you run 300 meters, you run 200 meters, and you run 100 meters. And you have to hit those things at certain times. I hate that workout. I hate it to death. But I know it got me the results that I needed, So with Ronnie Shields, it looks like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it looks like he was just like, what's in it for me? In a certain way. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. Now, in terms of him signing Top Rank, I'm kind of like bummed at that. It's like, damn, this dude signed with Top Rank, But I guess you can say there are heavyweights there that could build him up. I mean, you have what's his name? You have Big Baby Miller. That's a possibility that could be fought. I mean, you have, who else? I think Kabrat Pulev is on Top Rank. I'm not quite sure. But you have a couple of fighters that he can fight in order for him to get his stripes. You know what I mean? And on the heavyweight side of PBC, I got to look and see how many heavyweights they have. But, I don't think he'll be ready for like a Luis Ortiz or a Wilder anytime soon. I think he still needs to develop. But the good news is that his new trainer focuses on the fundamentals, and that's going to help him a lot, because I will say one thing about him is that for him to land his 1-2, he will try to land the 1-2, that right hand that basically had someone walking out the ring that didn't want no parts. He's like, not today. He said, he was like, oh, not today. I'm not feeling it. And so he has that right hand. But I think the good news is he's not going to just rely on the right hand. So that's a good thing that I like to see. I think that trainer will give him some more fundamentals that he'll need, like some head movement, things like that. Because the head movement with him is kind of lacking. So it's good that he went to someone who will help him in that department. But yeah, man, I don't know what to think about the whole situation. I don't know if he was getting advised by Al Heyman. I really don't. Because he never mentioned Al Heyman's name. But I don't know. He just did what he felt was the best for his career. But it didn't, like, Ronnie Shields didn't take too kindly to it. So it's like, you can't please everybody, bro. You really can't. So with that being said, we'll see how he moves along. I'm still going to keep tabs on him. Listen, I'm not a fan of Top Rank at all. I don't like Top Rank. Even the logo. I even hate the logo of Top Rank. But at the end of the day, man, only God knows what was going on in there, behind closed doors, But I'm going to support my boy, man. The thing is about me, I try not to be nationalistic, but if I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna support an African fighter, a Caribbean fighter, an Afro-Latin fighter, a African descended fighter in the United States. But if their actions are like just blatantly like crazy, then it's going to be hard for me to like support them. Like Terrence Crawford, for example, God knows what he's doing, or God knows what he really has going on. So my support on him is kind of it's like I'm indifferent to him. Same with like the Charlo sisters, like I'm indifferent to them too. They, to me, and I've said in previous videos, to me they're just fake thugs and what I like to call paper pimps. And it is what it is. And so with Efe Ajagba, I think he may be just looking out for his family, when it's all said and done. And I'm just gonna leave it at this last note. Ronnie Shields' response to that decision to get James Prince, that tells you everything you need to know about him as a coach. Okay? And so I'm going to leave it at that. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Let me know if you think this was a good move for Efe Ajagba, or let me know if you think it was a mistake. I'm just going to say that I didn't want him to sign the Top Rank personally, but You know, maybe he knew this ahead of time, that Ronnie Shields was the way he was, you know. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Fuller signing out. Enjoy.